Hey there, Windowers. Thank you for joining me for today's live stream. We are going to start very shortly. I'm just checking in very quickly. I've got a new microphone, so I just want to really quickly check that all the levels are okay. So could you let me know, please, if the mic level is okay or if it's too loud? I can see it looks like it's actually maybe a little bit loud. So please let me know if it's too loud. Equally for the background music, please let me know if this is okay or if it's too loud, and I'll make those adjustments now. Okay, and thank you for all the feedback already. Cheers, guys. So is this mic level a little bit better? It looks like it might still be a little bit too loud. But again, let me know, please, if this is too loud. I'll take it down a little bit. Okay, third time lucky. How is this for the mic level? I can see actually on OBS it's not going into the red anymore. That is probably a good sign. So yeah, just let me know again, guys, if the volume of the mic's okay. I can take it down a little bit more if it's still a little bit too loud. I don't want to ear rape anybody. So yeah, just give me a shout. Okay, perfect. Thanks for that, guys. So yeah, like I said, hopefully third time lucky, and we've got the levels just about okay. But of course, we're going to be starting before the event, right? So we'll have about half an hour to, make some adjustments if we need to. So I will be back with you very shortly, and we'll have a little discussion about what we expect is going to go on. And yeah, equally, like I've just said, if you have any problems with the audio during the first half an hour, just let me know, and I'll make those tweaks, hopefully in time for the actual event. I will be back very shortly. Hey there, Windowers, and welcome to this week's special live stream. We are here for the Microsoft event. We're hopefully going to find out all about Windows 11, so thank you so much for joining. I'm glad you could be here. As you can see, we are currently looking at the live stream on the Microsoft website. We've got some lovely little glistening bits coming through the Microsoft logo, or the Windows logo, and we have a countdown. So, like I said earlier, and thanks, by the way, to everybody that was helping me out with the audio levels, I got a new microphone, which was probably the worst timing ever, just before this really important live stream. But yeah, got a new mic. So just let me know, please, if the mic level is too loud, or if the background music is too quiet, and so on. And hopefully within this first half an hour or so, we'll do the last minute tweaks that we need to hopefully get the level perfect for you guys. So yeah, how are we all doing? Thank you again for being here. I can see we've got a lot of people in chat, so that's brilliant to see. And yeah, I'm just going to have a little look at what's going on in chat at the moment. So yeah, hi Kieran, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking. Hope everyone's okay as well. Gabe says the new mic sounds awesome, levels are perfect. Thank you very much, Gabe. Hopefully we won't have any technical problems, fingers crossed. Okay, so some people are saying the frame rate is a little bit low on the video, so hopefully that will fix itself. We'll give it a few minutes. If not, then I'll try and do some tweaks on my end, and hopefully we'll get that sorted. However, this is probably a good thing to mention, although I'm sure you'll all be aware of this already. If you do have any problems with the video in the live stream, then obviously you can watch it separately. But then I guess, yeah, then you're going to have... I don't know, how would that work actually? Because then you're going to have the audio from here and the audio from the event separately, so that probably will not help at all. So yeah, I'll try and fix it. Hopefully it will be sorted. Robert says the microphone is perfect. Thank you very much. Hopefully it's okay. I mean, I know it's a matter of opinion, but hopefully in general for most people it's okay. Hello to PM and Trozol. Thank you for being here. Gum says, what do you think they'll show in the event that we haven't seen? Well, I mean, I think there's going to be quite a lot of stuff that we haven't seen. I'm really excited about this. So obviously we got a leaked build. When was that? That was about a week ago. But we know for a fact that there are things that were missing from that build. We know there's a new Microsoft Store coming. We know there's a new settings app, for example, and those were definitely not in that build, unless they were very well hidden. So yeah, there are definitely going to be things that we have not seen that we're going to get hopefully all the info on today. Sophie says, what is the new mic? It's a Blue Yeti X, and it has so many settings. And I kind of threw myself in at the deep end with that without really realizing. So yeah, there's a lot of settings. So I was spending quite a lot of time yesterday trying to get it all figured out and getting a good sound. So hopefully it's okay. Hello, Toasty. Thank you for being here. I hope everyone's okay. Like I said, I have a massive, and I mean literally a massive pot of tea, because I'm expecting this is probably going to be a couple of hours. I don't know. I mean, obviously Microsoft haven't said how long the event's going to be, but I'm guessing at least this first part with the actual announcement, I'm guessing that's going to be a couple of hours. What do you guys think? It's usually 1 or 2 hours for the actual announcement, and then they tend to go off into something a bit more, you know, specific. Like I know there's a developer event, if I can speak, coming up this afternoon. Windows 11 Pro says, can you link the live stream? Could someone actually do that for me, if possible? Could we put a link in the chat for people that want to go to the stream on the Microsoft website? Yep, so Tech says 23 minutes. Yep, so look, we've got just over 23 minutes until, hopefully, we... find out what's going on with Windows. And actually this reminds me, I just want to do a quick check actually. So one thing I forgot to actually check before I started streaming is what we're trying to say. I had it set up so that you should be able to listen to my mic level and the audio from my computer at the same time. So let's actually check. Let me see, can I play a sound somewhere? So yeah, just let me know if you can hear hopefully, if I can do this. Yeah, if you can hear this sound, I'm going to play a few system sounds on my Mac. Just let me know if you can hear these. So like I said, hopefully you can hear those. It should be set up so that you can get the sound. Yep. Okay, Gabe says it's quite quiet, so how about maybe let's do this. If I take my mic level down a little bit, let's put this on. Okay, so let's try this. So the mic level should be a little bit quieter now, but obviously let me know. I'll just play these sounds again, and just let me know if this is any better. So I'm just going to do a little bit of waffling so that you can get an idea. So this is the mic level. Pay attention to the background music as well. Let me know if that's too loud. And here are the system sounds. We want to make sure that you can hear me and the sounds that are obviously going to come from the stream. So let me know about this. What do we think? Okay, so New says now they're both too quiet. So, okay, so let's do this. We'll do it one thing at a time. So, the mic level, is this okay for most people, or is this a little bit too quiet? Let's figure this out first. So, mic level, yes or no? Okay, yeah, so I think the mic needs to go back up, doesn't it? Right, so let's figure out what I was doing here with these sounds. Okay, so I've just restored the mic level to what it was a minute ago, which most people seem to be okay with. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just going to go and try and sort this out really quickly, so hopefully you can actually get a better, well, so that you can actually hear these sounds better. Just give me a couple of minutes. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure about this, so hang on, let's do this another way. Let's just go to YouTube and we'll just play a YouTube video. Right. I'm going to just play one of my videos so that I don't have to worry about copyright or anything. Okay, so I'm just going to play this video. Let me know if... Just let me know, guys, if you can hear this video okay and if the level's okay. Don't worry about what you can see on the screen, obviously. It's just the sound that I'm worried about.
Microsoft Windows operating system, released on the 20th of November 1985. Windows 1 ran on top of MS-DOS, Microsoft's older command line-based operating system, and gave users a graphical, 16-bit, multitasking shell. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates pushed for the development of Windows 1 after seeing a demonstration of a similar piece of software called Vision in 1982. Windows 1 is sometimes regarded as simply a...
Okay, so Liam says it's coming from your microphone. Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? So that means that something is not working here. Okay. So, yep, just give me another couple of minutes. Hopefully I can sort this. I will be back very shortly. Okay, I think I'm really hoping that I've just worked this out. I think I just forgot to literally select the correct output device in my sound settings. So let's try this one more time. Might be third time lucky, guys. I'm not sure how many times, but okay, let me know if you can hear this loud and clear. And the lag, I will sort that out next. So let's just check the audio levels first. Okay, let me know. Can you hear this clearly?
A front end to MS-DOS, rather than an operating system in its own right. However, whilst Windows 1 could not run without MS-DOS, it was able to exclusively run its own new format executable programs. Windows 1 received early support from a number of hardware and software manufacturers. However, it was met with a poor reception, with many feeling that it did not.
Okay, so how was that sound that time? Now that I think I've actually selected the correct audio output device. Okay, so it looks like most people are saying yes. Most people are saying yes. Some people are saying it's a bit muffled. So I've got some people saying it's better, some people saying not. Tech and Tech says yes, but quiet. Okay, right. Let's go into... Okay, let's try my OBS settings. Let's see. So let's just check this in here. Okay, I'm just going to switch to a non-existent window for a second. Yeah, here we go. Look, it is... Yep, I found the problem. It is my OBS settings because I do not have the correct audio output device set. That is why. Okay, let's try fixing this. Right, so audio output. See, where would we be without technical problems? Okay, right, audio output capture. Okay, fourth time lucky, I think. I may not be counting right, but let me know, guys. How is it this time? Their initial expectations. Windows 1 proved an important milestone for Microsoft as it introduced the Microsoft Windows line of operating systems to the world. Microsoft supported Windows 1 for a total of 16 years, with support eventually ending on the 31st of December 2001. This makes Windows 1 officially the longest supported version. Yes! Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. We did it, guys. We did it. Yes, it was OBS the whole time. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Everyone says perfect. Brilliant. That is exactly what we want. And hello, young Bill, with Windows 1 in his hand. Look at that. And look where we are now. Yep, so Nicholas says it might be a bit too loud for your voice. So that's okay because we will be able to change the audio levels in the stream. So if there's a problem with the stream being too loud, I can just put the volume down really quickly. So that should be fine. Okay, perfect. So let's now hopefully try and sort out the lag problem. So let's go back to the Microsoft stream. And yeah, we'll try and sort out lag. Okay, so again, give me another couple of minutes. I'm just going to go and batter people in my house to get them off the internet. Okay, I am back. So the lag, hopefully we can sort that out. I mean, we've still got quite a bit of time. We've got what, about 18 minutes. Yeah. Oh, actually, my stream's behind. I'll tell you what, that might be why. It's my stream. Now, hang on. Let's wait. Let's just reload this. My stream is also behind. That is not going to help. So hold on, let's get this back up to where it should be. Okay, yeah, correction, 12 minutes. And that probably will help with the lag, because my stream is now actually not 10 minutes behind. Yeah, guys, can we not have any swearing and being insulting in the chat, please? This is meant to be an exciting day for the Windowers, and I want it to be an exciting day where people can feel included and not have to be putting up with things like that. Yeah, so Windows 7.7 says it's less laggy. Well, let's hope that it will be. So, yeah, hopefully the lag will not be a massive problem. If it turns out to be a massive problem, guys, then literally the simpler solution would be for me to just take off the audio for the stream from my end so that you'll be able to watch it separately. And then you'll have, obviously, my input here, and you can just watch it, hopefully, without lag, you know, on your own connection. So don't panic. If there is a massive problem with lag, we will be able to sort that out. Definitely. So yeah, actually, with that in mind, just in case anyone doesn't have the link to the page, could someone please copy and paste the link into the chat for the Microsoft page for the event? Could someone do that for me, please? Just in case anyone needs to go to this page, if there's a gigantic lag and you don't want to miss anything. Yeah, so Manasvi says, just watch on Microsoft's official website. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if there is a problem with my connection making it laggy, then I can just remove the audio from the stream on my end, so that hopefully you'll just get my commentary, and then you can obviously watch it yourself. But hopefully it will be okay. So yeah, did we get a link in the chat? Could someone just put a link to this Microsoft event page in the chat, please? I can read out the link, but I can't copy and paste it because I'm on my iPad here. So if you need the link, it's microsoft.com/en-us, as in US, /Windows/event. So microsoft.com/en-us/Windows/event, if you need it. So yeah, if you're just joining us, welcome. Thank you for joining. We are going to be, hopefully, if we don't have any technical problems, and fingers crossed, it's not been too bad so far, we've managed to iron them out. We're going to be watching the official Microsoft event, which is being streamed on the Microsoft website, where we're expecting to get an announcement on Windows 11, which will be the next version of Windows. And as you can see, we've got roughly 8.5 minutes. So it's almost time. So Simon says links don't show up in the chat. Oh, is that true? I didn't know that. See, look, I'm a noob. I'm a complete noob with streaming. I did not know that. So yeah, guys, if you need the link, if you want to just have a backup in case we have any lag problems here, you want to go to microsoft.com/en-us/windows/ I can't even say it, /event. Says you were the only one I found to react to the event. Well, that surprises me, actually. I thought it'd be really popular with tech YouTubers. I thought other people would be doing streams as well. Maybe some people will be doing it afterwards. Like, maybe they'll watch it and actually find out what's going on and then do a video afterwards. So I'm glad, if you want to watch the event live and have some sort of reaction, I'm glad that you found us. Come join us. Come join the Windowers. Paolo says that they're also streaming it on YouTube, are they? I didn't know that. Thanks for that. So yeah, it might be on YouTube as well. Luigi says there's about 5 seconds of delay. So yeah, I mean, a few seconds is okay, I think, isn't it? I mean, if we're a minute delayed, that's a problem because everyone else is going to get all the juicy news a minute before we do. But yeah, if it's only a few seconds, it should be okay. Ah, okay. So Scott and Mateo says CNET are doing a reaction as well. I did not know that. Cool Rift. So the link, I think someone did post it. Yeah. So Panini's posted it for you with you know all the spaces in it, so you can see it. So Microsoft.com/en-us/windows/event. These Nuts says, we are happy to join with you. Thank you very much. I'm happy that you can join. If you've watched any of my previous live streams, you'll know that I love nothing more than waffling on about Windows. So, I mean, this is perfect for me. And thank you, by the way, guys. If you look at the subscriber build, we have compiled, I can't talk today, we have compiled build 9,290. So thank you very much for that. So yeah, if anyone else would like to contribute to compiling the next subscriber build, then you know what to do. Press the button. Press the subscriber button. Right, might be time for a little bit of tea, I think. I don't want my tea to go cold. Darpan says, are we going to get a free upgrade to Windows 11? I'd imagine so. Yeah, I would be very surprised if it was not a free upgrade. I think now that Microsoft have offered a free upgrade for 7 and 8 users to 10, I think it would look bad if they then said, well, actually, you can't upgrade to Windows 11. You have to pay for it. So yes, I'd imagine it's definitely going to be free. Gabe says, hey, where did you get your music? So all the music I use in my videos it's by Kevin MacLeod, who is a really great composer. He puts all of his music online and it's royalty free, so you can use it in your own videos. You don't have to worry about copyright, and it's brilliant. It's really good music. Obviously, the music I use is kind of electronic subdued music, but he does loads of genres. I mean, loads, more than I can list off here, like world music, pop, rock, jazz, so many things. So his website, if you want the link, it's incompetech.com. So I'm going to try and spell this, INCOMPETECH.com. And he's got really good music. Prashanth says, are they going to optimize the OS this time? Well, it's funny you say that, because people that have been running the leaked build that came out about a week ago, like I said earlier, have actually, a lot of people have said that it seems to be much better performance-wise than Windows 10. So it looks like they may have done some optimization, which, to be honest, and I'm sure you agree, that this is well overdue, right? I mean, Windows 10 really needed optimizing, so it looks like we might be getting that with 11. Richard says, do you think they will add a new user interface in Windows 11? Well, we know, for example, that we're getting a new taskbar and start menu that have come over from the cancelled Windows 10X. We know, well, I'm pretty sure that I think we're almost certain we're going to get a new action center, and again, this was from 10X, and I think the idea is that all of the system tray icons, they will be in the new action center, so you'll have a much cleaner system tray area. I think it's literally just going to be the time or the clock, and then, you know, system icons like a battery icon. All the third-party app icons, I believe, are going to go into the action center, so the taskbar should look a lot cleaner. Rocket said, did the event start? No, we are 3 minutes away, so let's check actually. Is my stream doing okay here? Yep, so I've not got any delay on my stream at the moment, so hopefully this will be okay. And actually, I'll tell you what we can do now, guys, just as we're about to start. Let's just check, because there is some music playing on this stream. Let's check these audio levels. So I want you guys to be able to hear this, but obviously not so loud that you can't hear me at the same time. So I'll put this maybe on halfway. Just let me know how this audio level is. So they've just got some background music playing at the moment. So let me know if this seems roughly a good mix for you. I want you to be able to hear me clearly. I mean, I'm not going to talk over everything, but I want you to be able to at least hear me, but also hear the event, you know, clearly enough that you know what's going on. Okay, so yeah, people are saying it's a little bit loud, so okay, let's put it down to about a quarter. So just let me know, how is this for a level? So we're on about a quarter volume here. How great is this music, by the way? Why have we not been listening to this? This is brilliant. I feel like I'm in a spa. I love this. This is so relaxing. Okay, so yeah, let me know, guys, how is the volume of the stream? So not the mic, not me, the stream. So just give me a yes if the volume's good at the moment, and give me a no if it's too loud. So yes if it's good, no if it's too loud. Perfect. Okay, thank you very much, guys. So yeah, we've got a lot of yeses, so hopefully the levels are okay. Like I said, I want you to be able to hear me clearly, but also be able to hear the stream. If when it starts, you know, you need me to tweak anything, then just let me know, because I can control it here. So I won't change my mic level anymore. I'll just use this volume slider here, so I can quickly make it, you know, louder or quieter. So just let me know. And yeah, Gabe, the music is epic. I love this. I love this music. I could actually fall asleep to this. Look at that with the the little dancing, what, dust particles? I don't know what these meant to be. Little dust particles. Love it. Sorry, I'm probably going to say your name wrong, but Dia Winard says, where are you from? I'm from the UK. Ah, yes, and thank you to the person, I've missed your name, but they've just said turn off your music. Yes, thanks for that. I need to do that. I do need to do that. Let's turn this off. Ooh, we're going into the logo.
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world, welcome. I'm so thrilled you're able to join us today. I feel both honored and truly humbled to represent an incredible team today. And as we assembled as a team, and actually as we came together as a company, and thinking about the beginning of the next generation of Windows. You know, a big part of defining the future is always about understanding the past, especially in product making. And when you think about it, Windows has been part of our lives for 35 years. 30? That's incredible, right? 35 years. It's been a driving force for innovation. It's been an enduring platform for creation. It's been home to billions, to help us do our jobs, live our dreams, and connect with people we love. And for me, as I personally reflect on the history of Windows, and as we as a team think about designing its future, it keeps bringing me back, it keeps reminding me, this is my home. This is a photo of the house I grew up in, and it's the place that my parents, they still live today. And even though it's changed, it's been renovated, still, to this day, the minute I step inside, it feels right. It feels familiar. You know, it feels like home. But it's not just about this physical space. It's the feeling that I get when I'm there, the people, the connections, the growth. And for you, it might not be about the house you grew up in. It might be a town, it might be your college, it might be a library, it might be a restaurant, a bar, it might be your gym. It could be anywhere, but what it really is, it's a place you can always find your way back. It's a space where we always know our way around. That's inspiring to me, and that's what Windows should feel like. It should feel familiar. It should feel secure. It should feel open, connected, especially right now, especially in these times of change. These last 18 months have shown us quite a bit. And the PC has played a role to help each one of us, whether it's with work or learning or connecting with each other. You might be doing emails. You might be having meetings. You might be having classes on your PC. But it's actually become so much more than that, hasn't it? I mean, for me, For others, for some, it's become the office banter place. For others, it's become where you do your happy hours. For me, it's where I've done pizza parties with my team. It's where my daughter graduated. And for many, it's where they celebrated their holidays. And during that time, we learned something. We learned something incredibly powerful. Not just how functional and practical the PC needs to be. And believe me, we understand that and we know the responsibility of that more than we ever have before, but it also must be personal, more personal. And maybe most importantly, it must feel emotional. This is what inspired us to build the Windows of tomorrow. To build you a place, a space that feels familiar, where you can create, learn, play, produce, and maybe most importantly, connect in all new ways. Right now, I'm so pumped in representing the team and introducing you to Windows 11. The Windows that brings you closer to the things you love.
Okay, I'm just going to jump in really quickly, guys. Sorry for the lag, and people are saying the site crashed and stuff. Yeah, the performance on the website is really not good, I don't think, but just bear with me. I'm doing the best I can. I'm putting the byte rate down, but I think part of the problem is actually the stream itself as well. So yeah, I'm just going to be working on this in the background. Hopefully we'll get it as good as we can. Yep, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I think it's the actual stream at the moment that is not working. Just let me know, is it just me that's having this problem? I think the actual stream itself has stopped working. Yep, so it looks like it's the actual stream that has died. That is not good, is it? That's not good. So, yeah, does anyone want to quickly check, actually? Do you just want to see if anywhere else... I don't know if Microsoft is streaming it on YouTube. Do you want to see if it's working anywhere else? If it is, I can quickly switch there. But yeah, it looks like it's actually broken. Dento says Twitter. Shall we have a look there? Is it on Twitter? Okay, some people are saying it's back up. Let's check. Nope, it's not working here. Let's see. Ah, I saw a comment there actually, yeah, saying the stream is broken. So where is it streaming on here? Ah, okay. Yeah, it's on Twitter here.
Windows 11. Modern, fresh, clean, beautiful. From the lock screen
Okay.
to Windows Hello. Windows 11 welcomes you. We put start at the center. It puts you.
And by the way, I forgot to do this,
It's
but I'm
what
going to do
you
a
can
face
do
reveal as well.
closer
So yeah, hang on, let's
to
go back
Windows.
here.
Cloud power to serve you the docs, the apps you need. And
Let's
the
get
details
this
matter.
volume turned down.
It's the details that enable you to get to that emotional space and connection with the product,
Whoops.
to be able to produce and get the work you need done.
So yeah,
The
I am
team
here
has
as well, but I'm
over
going to shut up
everything,
for a minute so we can watch this.
like the way the light moves across the icons, the transparencies that guide you, the colors The textures, they feel real. The transitions are beautiful, and you can feel their elegance. We redesigned the themes. We looked at light mode, dark mode, tuning the contrast with the materials so the content stands out. You'll notice the rounded corners throughout the entire product. The softer visuals, they happen on the apps that you open as well. And when we talk about the materials coming together seamlessly, this is what we mean. Watch as I open what looks like a sheet of glass that slides over the top of the product. It helps you understand at all times where you are. Sometimes getting you the inspiration and information that you need when you need it. It's what helps you be
Quickly get this.
and create all of these details coming together. The transitions, the user interface, how it all flows together is meant to bring you an incredible sense of calm. Now, we talk about Windows 11 being beautiful on the outside, but it's also beautiful on the inside. The product is faster. Waking from sleep is faster. Windows Hello is faster. Browsing on Edge is faster. Browsing on any browser is faster. Actually, which is just awesome. Windows updates. Windows updates are 40% smaller, and they're more efficient as they happen in the background. The product uses less energy, which gives you more battery life and makes Windows more responsive. And maybe most important, Windows 11 is the most secure Windows yet.
Yes, Panos. I don't want to keep interrupting Panos, but let me know, guys, if the audio levels are okay.
They come together to empower you to produce and inspire you to create, to really understand its beauty. You have to see how it feels.
For over 1.3 billion people around the world, Windows is what inspires us to imagine, to create, and ultimately to get things done. With Windows
Audio is
11,
low.
we made it
Okay.
faster and simpler to get started, to get organized, and to get back into what you were doing, all so that you can be your most productive and creative. The new Start menu
Should be
with its
working here.
simple, clean, and beautiful centered layout is optimized so you can find what you need quickly. Use the search bar to find things anywhere on your
Why is
PC, OneDrive, and the web. Use the recommended section to jump right back to editing. Start utilizes the cloud and the power of M365 so you can see your recent
Why
files,
is that not working?
no matter what platform or device you were viewing them on earlier. In fact, I was looking at Power and Simplicity document on my phone this morning. And
Okay,
now
I
with
don't
just
know if
one
this has
tap,
helped. Just
I'm
let me know
right
if
back
this has
into it.
helped with the sound
We're also
levels.
making it easier to get started with new multitasking experiences. Windows has always been about helping you work how you want by offering the flexibility of using multiple
Has this
windows
helped
on
with
your
the sound
screen.
levels? I'm not
The
sure.
ability to snap two apps side by side has helped busy Windows users for years. My team and I took the challenge to
Okay,
make an
so
even
now I
more
just need to make
powerful
sure that I
way
can
to
hear
help
it
you
as well. I
create
can't hear
and
it
be
at the moment.
productive. Introducing Snap Layouts.
Quiet.
New on Windows 11, layouts tailored to the size of your screen. Pick the layout that suits you, and with a couple of clicks, you're set up to do your best work. And Windows is going to remember this. You'll see what I mean in a sec. This is complexity made simple. Nobody else lets you do this with this many
Why can't
windows.
I hear
With the
this?
new Start menu and Snap Layouts,
I'm not
it's
sure.
effortless to find what you need to get set up and get started. Next, I want to show you how Windows helps you get back to where you were. Just when you get all settled in and organized and ready to work, along comes the inevitable interruption, a personal email that I need to reply to right away. Now with Windows 11, when you return to what you were doing after handling the interruption, or even when you return to the PC after being away from it for a while, you don't have to remember where you were or waste time setting things back up. Not anymore. This is Snap Groups, the collections of apps that I was using, sitting right here in the taskbar. Windows remembers and keeps them for me. I can get to it right from the taskbar where I'm already going to switch apps. And because they're right on the taskbar, you can now choose to switch between apps or entire projects. This is next level task switching. Bringing multiple windows back together is something you can only do on Windows. Sometimes switching projects or tasks means switching locations, like taking a call
Just bear with me,
in a
guys.
quieter
I'm sorry I'm
space.
talking over this, but
So
I
if you're
can't
not
actually
docking
hear
yet,
at the moment, so I'm trying
and
to
pro
make
tip,
sense.
you really should be, an extra monitor gives you more screen space to spread out. And you have the convenience of taking your device with you. When you do need to move around, the windows on your monitor minimize to your laptop, so they don't disturb what you were doing. And now with Windows 11, and this is where the magic really happens, when you reconnect, everything is back where you had it before. No more trying to remember what you were doing. No more reconfiguring your layout. It's just right back to the way that you had it. So relax and get right back to doing. With Snap Groups and the new docking and undocking experience, it's easier than ever to get back to being your most productive and creative. I also want to show you 2 ways we're making it easier to always know where you are in Windows and in experiences like Microsoft Edge. As we research and watch videos and shop in the browser, it's easy to get lost in a bunch of tabs. With one click, you can switch to vertical tabs, which makes it easy to find exactly what you're looking for. The second way we're making it easier to know where you are is with desktops. We designed desktops to help you stay organized and focused. Each desktop can display a different set of apps so that you can make separate rooms for the different parts of your life. With Windows 11, you can now personalize each of your desktops with custom wallpapers so that each desktop can be its own place with its own look and purpose. You can have one for home, one for school, one for work. You can even have one for gaming. Have as many as you need.
Guys, I'm sorry for interrupting what
Desktops are
she's
an
saying, but I
easy way to
just
help
want
you
to
stay
check if
organized and
everything's
focused.
okay at the moment.
They're
I know we have a
different
few
expressions of
technical problems to
you,
be
designed for the
expected, but
different
hopefully
parts
everything's
of
okay.
your life.
Just let me know if the
The
volume
team and I are
is okay,
grateful,
and if my
so
volume is
grateful,
okay.
that many of you choose Windows as your place to be creative and to get things done. We took aim at complexity, and we brought you simplicity. We cannot wait to see what you do with Windows
Sorry about
11.
that, guys. It's inevitable, isn't it?
That was just
Technical problems, but
awesome.
yeah, hopefully
I'm
we'll
so
get it
inspired to make products with Carmen and the team. Snap layouts, docking. I mean, these features, I'm pumped. I can't wait for you to try them. And for me, I have to tell you, they have changed my workflow on a daily basis. And they work incredibly well. But it's not just about productivity. It's not just about creativity. Beyond those things, there's another critical part of Windows. And we said we want to bring you closer to the things you love. Connecting to people is at the top of that list. Now, during the pandemic, for me, it was a pretty interesting time. I connected with my family more face-to-face than I had in quite some time. I mean, think about how many connections we all made. And whether it was on Zoom or Skype or Teams, we've connected with friends and family and loved ones all around the globe through our PCs. On Teams, my family and I would get together regularly, and it was pretty inspiring. It really did. You start using it, and it changed the way you think about connecting with family. It was almost like, why weren't we doing this before? I'm closer with my family in Cyprus now than I ever was. But don't get me wrong.
My mic is too low. Let's just fix
I mean, I want to hug them. I do. I want to be with them. I want to be next to them. But at the same time, I don't want to lose this
Okay, just let me
opportunity
know, guys,
to
is
connect
my
with them
mic
on the
level
PC.
okay now compared to the stream?
The way we've been connecting and getting closer. It's almost like we found a new tradition, which is why I'm super excited today to announce to you Teams integration directly into Windows.
Perfect.
Now,
okay,
you
let me
can
know if there are
connect
any more
with one
problems with the audio,
touch.
guys. I'm just going to be quiet now
the
and let
icon
Hannah speak.
front and center on the taskbar. It's just fast and you're in. You can chat, call, video call with anyone, anywhere in the world. And no matter what platform you're using, it doesn't matter. Any device you're using, it doesn't matter. That's so important to understand. Whether you're on Windows or iOS or Android, it doesn't matter. What's amazing is that with one touch around the world, you connect with the people you love.
We had a girl.
Just bear with me, guys. I'm going to quickly refresh the stream just to get it synced up with my phone, because I'm actually watching this on my phone as well. So let's just do this. Let me just quickly resync this. There we go. Perfect. Oops. Get rid of that.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I just felt like saying hi.
So wait, what's going on at the moment? Is this Teams that we're looking at? Is that what they're showing? Honestly, guys, I missed so much of that because I was trying to sort out all the audio and stuff, all the technical problems. Hopefully it's okay now. But yeah, I literally missed pretty much everything that Panos was just talking about. So we're on Teams now, right? This is Teams that they're talking about. Yeah. Default says Teams. I think it is Teams, isn't it?
Teams is near and dear to my heart, no doubt. And just like Windows brings you closer to the people you love, it also will bring you closer to the information you both want and need. I want to introduce you to a new feature, Windows Widgets. You saw this earlier. It's this beautiful sheet of glass. Windows Widgets is a new personalized feed powered by AI, serving you curated content so you can take a break at any time or just get some inspiration without ever losing your place. These and other innovations in touch, pen, voice, mouse, keyboard, they all come to life to help Windows
Are the
adapt to
widgets
you.
just, is it just an
Adaptability,
web view edge, or we can
flexibility,
get more
and
stuff here?
versatility are key to creating even more personal computing. So to make Windows 11 something beautiful that works better with you and for you, we've redesigned the experience of Windows without a keyboard, so it adapts to you instead of the other way around. We've refined the ways you interact with your PC to give you the flexibility to work how you want. And we've created new experiences to make Windows your go-to, not just for productivity.
What I want to know is,
but also
is
content
there going to
and
be
entertainment.
an ability for third-party
adaptability.
developers to actually
I have a
create
two-in-one
widgets
because I
to
didn't
show
want to
in that
also buy a
widget view,
tablet.
or is it just going to be
But to be
literally
honest, I never use
news
it
and
without the
interest on Windows
keyboard
10?
because it
Is there going
feels
to
too
be any
different.
potential for
Windows
you know,
11
third-party widgets
always
or-
feels like Windows. And you'll see what I'm talking about as soon as you detach your keyboard. It's the same beautiful center taskbar, just with a touch more space between the icons. We've added bigger touch targets and subtle visual cues to make resizing
Oh
and
no, why
moving
is the
windows
system tray still
easier.
there? What's going on, Panos?
You still
I
have
thought they were
Snap
moving
to
those
make the most of
icons
your
away from
screen,
that area.
and when you rotate,
Oh, come on.
not only is it smooth, but we've stacked them
Oh,
on
that's
top of
nice
each
though.
other
That is
because
good.
it just makes
Having
sense.
that flip in portrait mode. That's great.
We've also added gestures
That's so
because we
overdue.
know how important they are, especially when you don't have a keyboard. And they're the same ones you use on the trackpad today, so you don't have to relearn how to use your device. It's a consistent experience with subtle differences to make Windows adapt to you. Next, we've refined the different ways that you can interact with your PC, so you can use it however you want to. Many of you like to use a pen because it's a great way to sketch out ideas or highlight and take notes. With Windows 11, we're enabling haptics to make using your pen even more engaging and immersive. I cannot wait for you to get your hands on one of these because it's amazing to feel and hear the vibrations as you click and edit and write and sketch.
So that's new, right? The haptic
Or
thing is
you can
new.
use the
That's
new
not in
touch
Windows 10,
keyboard,
as far as I'm
which
aware.
is amazing. There are new themes, so you can make it yours. It might even feel like the one you have on your phone. You can swipe with your thumb, use the spacebar as a cursor, and it wouldn't be complete without emojis and GIFs. And last but certainly not least, voice typing. Arguably the fastest way to get your ideas down on paper. Windows 11 is so good at recognizing what you say. And it can automatically punctuate for you. Cool, right? And there are voice commands. Delete that. And finally, we've created new experiences to make Windows more versatile. Not just a place for productivity, but also your go-to for content and entertainment. Anytime I'm on my PC, I could check stuff like my calendar, the weather, and the news. Instead, I normally pick up my phone because it feels quicker and doesn't mess with what I have on my desktop. This great new feature called Widgets keeps you up to date with the stuff that matters to you without you having to lose your place. It slides over your desktop, and you can use it like this, or you can make it full screen to see everything at once. You can rearrange and resize your widgets to quickly check everything from calendar to traffic
and just like Windows,
to the latest in esports.
Brings you closer to the
my
people
favorite part
you love
is the newsfeed. And I think you're going to love it too,
here.
because it adapts to you and what's important to you,
Sorry, guys.
and delivers stories that might interest you. Whether that's international politics, tech, or the local news to help you stay close to your community, which means a lot to me, personally. And not only can I stay up to date, I can even support local content creators and authors by giving them a tip. The last way I want to show you how we're making Windows 11 great for entertainment is in the Microsoft Store. We've redesigned the Entertainment tab to bring you top movies and TV shows from across streaming services, all in one place. Then you can either cuddle up in bed or project to your TV with Wireless Connect. Windows 11 makes the PC even more personal by adapting to you, empowering you to work and create however you like, and by giving you the best of productivity and entertainment all in one place. So as you move through your day, Windows 11 moves with you.
All right, that was amazing stuff. I want to take just a few more seconds talking about the feed and the Windows platform and just thinking about it. Think about the size and scale of the Windows platform and the opportunity to open up to local content creators and global brands alike. This is inspiring to me. It's good for both creators, it's good for consumers, and we're just at the beginning of opening up new real estate within Windows. All right, now let's switch gears for just a second. I want to talk to you about something awesome, gaming. If you're a gamer, Windows 11, it was made for you. And the best person to tell you about it is my good friend and colleague, Sarah Bond.
Thanks, Panos. I'm thrilled to be here today to share the latest gaming innovations in Windows 11. Gaming has always been fundamental to what Windows is all about. We build Windows to be a magical place where everyone can play, connect, and create. The Windows legacy is one of innovation through collaboration, breaking down barriers, crossing divides, and bringing all creators and players together in a limitless world. Our commitment to boundless creator and player experiences is fundamental to what we do. And for me, this commitment is personal because Windows is where I learned to play. My first memory of playing a game is with my dad when I was 7 years old, playing King's Quest II on his IBM PC. I remember the joy of navigating the 8-bit character of King Graham through the 2D world of Daventry. And I chuckle now when I realize that my dad was just getting me to practice reading when he insisted that I read the dialogue out loud. Now, when I play games with my daughter, it always transports me back to that time. It feels like home. Today, hundreds of millions of people around the globe game on Windows, and the next generation can connect with their loved ones through play, just like I do. And while the 8-bit world I explored with my dad felt huge to my 7-year-old eyes, the universes we all get to explore now are truly vast, beautiful, and impactful. With superior graphics, amazing speed, and an incredible selection of games, Windows 11 delivers the best PC gaming experiences yet. And that is why I am delighted to share what Windows 11 means for the future of gaming. First, superior graphics. Games can look better than ever on Windows 11 thanks to Auto HDR, which automatically updates your game's lighting and color to high dynamic range. We introduced this tech in our Xbox consoles and got an incredible response from creators and players. It's just awesome to bring this to Windows 11. The results can be dramatic. Just check out this side-by-side comparison of Skyrim from our own Bethesda Game Studios. On the left, you can see the game running in SDR, and on the right in Auto HDR. The colors and lighting are much more vibrant and lifelike with HDR, elevating the visual fidelity. The difference is stunning. Over 1,000 games, including Age of Empires Definitive Edition, Rocket League, DayZ, and even Doom 64 will be automatically enhanced on Windows 11 devices that support HDR. And all of this with no effort required from the player or the developer. It just works. Next, amazing speed. With top-performing PCs running Windows 11, new games can load faster than ever thanks to a breakthrough technology called Direct Storage, which we first pioneered in the Xbox Series X and S. With Direct Storage, games can quickly load assets to the graphics card without bogging down the CPU. This means you get to experience incredibly detailed game worlds rendered at lightning speeds without long load times. Direct Storage optimized Windows 11 PCs are configured with the hardware and drivers needed to enable this amazing experience. But you all know, even the best graphics and speed are nothing without play. Which brings me to the final and most important thing of all, games. That's why we created Xbox Game Pass, built right into Windows 11 through the Xbox app. Game Pass is a membership built to bring the power of games to everyone. For a low monthly price, you have full access to a library of hundreds of games. The Game Pass library is incredible. It includes PC games from both Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda the day they launch, all of EA Play, and a great selection of third-party titles from developers big and small, with more entering every single month. And with Xbox Cloud Gaming integrated, we've made it possible to play the highest fidelity games on all PCs. Also, because of our commitment to player-first innovations like cross-play and cross-save, you can play these games seamlessly across devices with a global community of millions of players. Game Pass is simply the best way to discover and play your next favorite game. And for those favorites you want to keep, you can also buy them straight from the Xbox app with just the click of a button. Whatever you're in the mood for, whether it's an action game like Halo, a grand strategy game like Crusader Kings 3, or an indie legend like Undertale, we've got you covered. And because Windows has the broadest hardware support in the world, you can connect millions of gaming peripherals and accessories so you can game the way you want.
What about you guys?
Everything from Bluetooth controllers, mechanical keyboards, the Xbox Adaptive Controller, and surround sound headsets, to flight sticks, driving wheels, and external GPUs. From the team that has always been committed to unleashing creativity, connection, and play, we bring you the best Windows ever for gaming. Superior graphics, amazing speed, and incredible games. Welcome to Windows 11.
Okay, yeah, not a massive fan of the gaming thing, but let's see what's going on. I mean, personally, I would not say that these are massive changes in terms of gaming. What do you guys think? It's not like anything that's wowing me here. Like Auto HDR, yeah, okay, that's a good feature, but apart from that...
Thank you, Sarah. That was amazing. Gaming is awesome. We've seen a lot today. We've gone through productivity, creativity, versatility in gaming. But when you think about it, it's always about apps. And Windows has always been about apps. This is why we've rebuilt the Microsoft Store from the ground up, and we built it for speed. And it is beautiful. Oh, that's cool. I love seeing Disney Plus in the store.
Yeah, Liam, I
The
agree.
store
It's
is
interesting,
so
but nothing
simple
about
to
this more.
use. Search is incredible, and it's still the safest and most secure way for you to get your apps on Windows. And we're making sure every app you need is there
Ooh, it's
to
a new
create,
store.
learn, do, and play the way you want to. Now, for the developers out there, let me talk to you. First, you're our heroes. What you do, what you build, I mean, I gotta tell you, it inspires us. But we also want you to be able to bring any technology, the technology that you love,
Yes, Panos,
to the
we do.
store. Whether you've already built it or you're building it now, and it's a PWA or a Win32 app or a UWP, we just want to make it easier for you to bring it to the
Yes.
store. That's our goal.
Love it.
We also want to help you build your business. And whether you use the commerce engine that we help you with, and you want industry-leading rev share from that, or bring your own commerce engine. And if you do bring your own commerce engine, you keep 100% of your revenue. We keep 0. A great example of where all this store technology comes together is with Adobe, who are just doing amazing work, bringing the Creative Cloud and Document Cloud directly to the Microsoft Store through their subscription services across a suite of app technology from UWP to PWA and Win32. We are really
Store
excited to
looks
expand
good.
this partnership with Adobe
I like
to
what
see what
you
developers
think. I like
around
the
the
new
world
designs.
will
Love
create
it.
in the
And
Microsoft
the new
Store.
features, obviously, it's great that you can
Because
get
what you do
Windows apps in it.
inspires us.
That's really useful.
And we want to help. Now, to learn more about it, we have a session for developers later today, and we are excited to take a deeper dive. Please join us. Okay, before we move on from the store, just one more small surprise. Android apps coming to Windows. And I mean coming to Windows. They can be integrated into Start. They'll be integrated in your taskbar. You can window the way Carmen showed you earlier with these apps. And for me, like one of my favorite apps is TikTok. It's true.
So wait, is this Android
And they're
apps for
discoverable
everyone?
through the
No matter
Microsoft
what
Store
Android phone you have?
using the Amazon App Store. It's
They're in the App
really
Store?
cool.
Wow.
And we use Intel Bridge technology to bring it to life so it's just seamless and smooth. And these integrated apps, I mean, it's just, what it does is it brings you into
Wow,
Windows
that's-
from the most
so
professional
Android apps are
editing
in the new
app
store.
all
That's
the
what you
way
said,
through
right? I'm not
to the most
imagining this.
casual
That's
apps you can
great.
think of when you lean back on the couch the way Philip had showed you to just let Windows adapt to what you do. We love this. We love that the Microsoft Store continues to be more open, inviting our developers in, inviting more apps into the store, inviting you as our customers to use
Yeah, that
any
is
app
what you said,
that you
isn't
love.
it? Android apps in the Windows Store. I'm not imagining
Now,
that.
we're
That's
also
amazing.
excited that our hardware partners are ready. Now, we know how important the intersection of hardware and software is on these products. And that always starts with the
Yes,
silicon.
Pro, I agree. That
And our
is a cool
partners
addition.
from Intel, AMD,
that's
and
really
Qualcomm have been designing with us since day one to bring these products to life for you. Focusing on battery life, performance, touch, pen, all these innovations and the subtleties in between that you need to bring these products to life are all being designed. As a matter of fact, what Intel's doing right now with their 11th gen processor is just awesome. With hundreds of designs coming this holiday, we're super excited. We also have the largest hardware ecosystem on the planet. Between Dell, HP, Lenovo, Samsung, and of course Surface, from day one, have been designing products with Windows 11 to bring that elegance to the forefront, to help us build technology for you that will disappear so you can do your best work. What's incredible about this open hardware ecosystem is it brings you choice, where you can pick the product that you love most with Windows 11. Go out today and get your Windows 11 ready PC. We hope you loved what you saw today. And I know it was a lot, there's no doubt. And over the last year, the team and I, this incredible team that brings all this passion to this product, have realized Windows, it's more than just an operating system. It's fabric woven in our lives, in our work. It's how we connect with people. It's how we learn. It's how we work. It's how we play. And through all this time, it has stayed familiar. And yet, it has continued to evolve with us. It feels a lot like home.
Wow.
Thanks again for joining us today. It is my great pleasure to introduce you to my friend, Satya.
Hey, Satya's here.
Thank you so much, Panos. I'm really excited to be here with you all. Today marks a major milestone in the history of Windows. It's the beginning of a new generation. I'm excited by what we have shown you today and how we are reimagining everything, from the operating system itself to the browser to the store and the feed. And I want to reflect briefly on how we got here. Throughout its history, Windows has been a democratizing force for the world. Windows has created entirely new categories for both consumers and businesses. It's led to many of the world's most successful software categories, from communications and productivity to design and business applications, each of which has created their own ecosystems. The web itself was born and grew up on Windows. It's driven silicon innovation and device innovation. It's enabled so many people, including hobbyists, students, developers, and entrepreneurs, to all dream big, turn their ideas into reality, and monetize their creation. Windows has always stood for sovereignty for creators and agency for consumers. With Windows, you can consume apps and build apps. You can play games and design games. You can buy a PC and build a PC. You can join your community and create your community. You can buy from a business and start your own business. With Windows 11, we have a renewed sense of Windows' role in the world. As I look ahead, I see three clear opportunities. First, Windows recognizes that there is no personal computing without personal agency. Personal computing requires choice, and we need to nurture and grow our own agency over computing itself. We want to remove the barriers that too often exist today and provide real choice and connection. We need to be empowered to choose the applications we run, the content we consume, the people we connect to, and even how we allocate our own attention. Operating systems and devices should mold to our needs, not the other way around. That's why we're making it easier for you to connect with the people you want, the content you want, the apps you want across all devices you want. Second, Windows is the stage for the world's creation. As a creator, every time you pick up a Windows device, it becomes a stage for your inspiration so you can dream big and create something profound and lasting. Creation is going through a sea change as the balance between consumption and creation changes. With this new generation of Windows, we are unleashing the innovation and ingenuity inherent in each of us. We want to foster these virtuous loops between content, consumption, and commerce, driven by communities for everyone. These cycles should flow freely, giving people frictionless access to apps, files, games,
Just stop
movies,
waffling.
shows,
When is the release
content,
date?
and
Is this what he's
communities that
leading up
matter
to?
to
Come
them.
on, release
We
date.
want to empower you to produce and inspire you to create. It's why we're introducing a complete new user experience in helping you be more productive. And finally, Windows isn't just an operating system. It's a platform for platform creators. It allows for the broadest of design spaces, enabling people to build their own businesses and communities. Today, the world needs a more open platform.
Tom says we don't want
one
the
that
fluffy
allows
language. Yeah, we don't,
apps to
Satya.
become
We know,
platforms in
we
their
love
own
it.
right.
Yeah, it's important.
Windows is a platform
When
where
is it
things
coming?
that are bigger than Windows can be born, like the web. That's our aspiration with Windows 11, to be the platform for the next web, the next transformational software category, the next personalized content business. A platform can only serve society if its rules allow for this foundational innovation in category creation. It's why we're introducing new store commerce models and policies and creating new opportunities for local publishers and supporting even more apps with Android apps on Windows. This is the first version of a new era of Windows. We're building for the next decade and beyond.
First version, so there's going to be more.
And when I reflect on those chapters to come, I'm reminded of an analogy from a 19th century philosopher who compared creators to objects in our solar system. He wrote about meteors that flash but fade away, planets that burn longer but whose energy is confined to their own orbit, and compared them to stars
never says
that
more
are
coming.
constant and light the path
Satya
of
said
their
it's
own.
the first version of the next generation of Windows, so there's
to help
more
other
versions
stars
coming.
and entire constellations to be born and thrive. I'm incredibly proud of what Windows has achieved and how it has fostered lasting opportunity for others. And I look forward to seeing what you achieve with Windows 11 and how it'll unlock enduring opportunity for people in the world. Thank you all very, very much.
Thanks, Satya. That was lovely. That was a lovely speech that we did not need. Oh, and look, we've got the logo and the wallpaper. Lovely. Perfect. Okay, so is that the end? Let's find out. Yep, okay, so that's the initial announcement. So then what's coming next then? So what's next for Windows? Commercial briefing. What's that? In 45 minutes. Does anyone know what that is? What is the commercial briefing? Yeah, so now that hopefully we don't have any technical problems, let's actually now go back to my original stream here. And yeah, so if you were here right at the beginning, we had quite a few technical problems with Panos' stream, so apologies for that. But yeah, as we found out, it was actually, or a lot of it was a problem on Microsoft's end with the stream on their website. So I'm just going to see if I can replay this. If we just go back, partly because I missed the beginning, but also so that we can have this in the background when we're talking about what we've just found out. So I have been relatively quiet because I did say that I didn't want to interrupt what was going on, so I've tried to kind of remain quiet so that you didn't miss anything. But there are some things that I've written down that I thought were significant to talk about. So we will do that in a couple of minutes' time. So before that, yeah, and no release date. So actually, I'm going to add this to my list. We'll talk about that in a minute. So no release date, or yeah, not yet. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to go off for a couple of minutes just to get another drink and kind of process what I've found out. So when I'm doing that, actually, let's go back here. Yeah, so when I'm doing that, I'm just going to ask you quickly again, just let me know if the audio levels are all okay, because obviously with the stream going on earlier, I didn't really have time to, you know, after all the technical issues, I didn't really have time to sort it out properly. We had to kind of jump in. So yeah, just let me know that everything's okay in terms of levels, and I'll be back with you very shortly, and we'll talk about what we've just found out. Okay, so we're back with the second part of the live stream, and yeah, so there are lots of interesting things actually that were talked about there. Unfortunately, because of said technical problems at the beginning of the stream, I did miss basically most of what Panos was saying right at the very beginning. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but let's just kind of start at the beginning and we'll work our way through. So at the beginning, we had Panos coming out, and he introduced us to the name very quickly. So Windows 11 was one of the first things he said, and then he was talking about mainly the user interface. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see anything there that I think was different to what we'd seen in the leaked build, so build 21996. So it all looked kind of the same to me. So obviously we've got the new taskbar, new start menu. What else? I mean, I was kind of disappointed because I noticed that they'd not actually, that like we'd still got the system tray, right? So the way we've got it in Windows 10, we've still got that in the UI that they showed us. So we've apparently not even got at this point the new Action Center, right? With so in Windows 10X, for those of you that don't know, 10X, which is now cancelled, it had a new Action Center where the system tray icons were moved into the Action Center, right? So it actually cleaned up the taskbar quite a lot, and it looked much more modern and just cleaner. So I'm kind of disappointed about that because we didn't get that. So I don't know whether that's something that maybe they just didn't have a chance to finish in time, or I don't know. But I'd imagine that that is an idea that they will bring in the future. That's what I'm guessing, because I can't see why. I mean, that's a brilliant idea, isn't it? Like cleaning up the system tray. That's one area of the taskbar that's really messy, that really needs clearing up. So hopefully that will come in the future. Yeah. So obviously, I like I said, I've been trying not to talk over anyone in the stream so that you could actually hear what they were saying. So I do have things that I have written down rather than reading it out. But yeah, I was looking at the chat, and a lot of people I did notice were saying that they were disappointed. We've got a lot of people disappointed that they were expecting more. And yeah, I guess I kind of agree. I was expecting a little bit more. So what do you guys think? So yeah, let's just have a look through the notes that I've written here. So yeah, we've got the name, we've got apparently the UI that we saw in build 21996, and I don't think there are any new changes there in terms of UI. They went through some other features that we saw in that build, so the widget panel, which is basically just a web view of Edge. So it's basically news and interest from Windows 10, right? It's just been put into a new place, basically. They didn't mention whether third-party developers will be able to make their own widgets to go in the widget panel. So again, that's another thing that I was hoping they'd clarify that we don't have clarification on. I'm sorry, I'm just going quiet because I'm looking at the chat at the same time. Yeah, so Sir Biscuit says he thinks there was a lot of filler. Yeah, there was. I mean, Satya was waffling at the end, wasn't he? He was. Yeah, Liam, File Explorer with tabs. Yeah, so there was some talk about maybe having a redesigned File Explorer. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they showed that, right? They didn't talk about File Explorer or show that. Let's get this running again so we can look back at what was going on here. I actually don't even know if this is still working on their website. Let's actually find out. Because if we can get this running in the background, I can remind myself of some of the things I missed right at the beginning. But yeah, it doesn't look like, I'm not sure if it's actually working. Where did Panos come on here? Let's find out. I mean, look, this is not my internet. I mean, this stream, the performance is really bad. It's definitely not my connection, because the Twitter stream was much better than this, right? There was no lag on Twitter. So I don't know why this is so bad. Peculiar. So where does it actually start? It was about 45 minutes, wasn't it? So it's got to be around here. Yeah, Microsoft, one main piece of advice for the future, get your streams running properly, because this was so bad. I mean, look at it. Look at this buffering. Nothing, like, no one else is using my internet. I'm just literally trying to find the start of the stream so that we can get some video going in the background. So yeah, if you've just joined us, we are going to be discussing what we found out basically in the Microsoft event. Ah, here's Panos. Yeah, I'm just going to leave Panos running in the background. There we go. So we've at least got something to look at, and I can remind myself what he was talking about. So yeah, so we got Panos talking through the new UI, including the new widgets. You know, the fact that there's rounded corners and so on, which we all knew was coming anyway, because that was one of the first things we knew. So some other things that they talked about that we weren't, well, for example, they introduced us to the new store that is coming. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they said when the new store is coming, but there is a new store, which is something that we knew was coming at some point. We just don't know when. We don't know if it's going to be in the initial release of Windows 11, but I'd imagine it would be. And yeah, you can see the UI that they were talking about now. Yep, so we've got, look, taskbar and start menu, just like in build 21996, which leaked last week. We've got the same wallpapers and so on. Again, it all leaked in that build. We've got the name Windows 11. And actually, providing that this stream actually runs okay now in replay, I think I'll try and sync up what I'm talking about with what's going on here. So yeah, this is the UI that we all knew about. Ah, there was new settings. That was the new settings app, right? Ooh, I didn't see that earlier. What is that? Select a theme to apply. What? Where is that? I did not notice that earlier. That theme selector, I love that. That actually reminded me of the gadget, you know, like the gadget panel in Windows 7, where it was all like translucent in the background. I love that. Personalized with widgets, yes, but can third-party developers create widgets, or is it just web view of Edge stuff? Yeah, so the taskbar and the UI adapts if you remove the keyboard so that you have more padding and stuff. Excuse me, more padding and stuff for tablets and so on. But I mean, Windows 10 does that. So that's not new, really. And then this is the Alt-Tab and changing desktop UI, which again, Windows 10 does that anyway, so that's not new either. Now they're talking a little bit about gaming, so we've got Auto HDR, which is coming. And I mean, I guess it depends how much you're into gaming, doesn't it? But I guess that's a good feature, right? I mean, I don't play a lot of modern games, so I don't know. So what else we got going on here? Obviously the new logo and the new system font, which is Sega UI variable. And here's Panos again. Yeah, so when Panos is talking about this, I'll just have a look at what else I was... Ooh, hang on, what's he talking about now? What are you talking about, Panos? I don't know. So yeah, we've got the UI from the leaked build, new gaming features such as Auto HDR. We've got, again, the new start menu and taskbar, which Panos is showing now, that you can see here. And this is no different to what we saw in the leaked build last week. So in addition to the UI, we have a new store which is coming, which will actually, and I think this was probably my favorite thing. So the new store that's coming in Windows 11, it actually will let you download all types of Windows apps from the store. So you'll be able to download, you know, classic Win32 apps, UWP apps, all the apps that you would theoretically need, or most of them would be in the store, which is completely different to, oh, I didn't see the new action set. Hey, hang on, I didn't see that. What was that? Was that new flyouts or was that a new action center? Ooh, that looked good. That looked like Windows 10X's action center. Oh, see, I missed this earlier. So there are some changes in the system tray. Does anyone remember, were those flyouts or was that an action center that I just saw popping out there from the system tray? I'm not sure. And then we've got the widget panel. And they didn't specify if third-party developers will be able to make widgets for it or not. Yeah, so back to what I was talking about. So there's going to be a new store. You can get all your Windows apps there, including Win32 apps, for example. So, I mean, really popular apps like Chrome, for example, Google Chrome will be in the store. Finally, which makes so much sense. Like, why was it not like that to start with anyway in Windows 10? It makes no sense. Yeah, so also with the store, and this is probably my favorite thing, actually, it's going to have Android apps. That's amazing, right? You can download Android apps from the new Windows store and run them on Windows. That's amazing. So actually, that is what Microsoft were trying to do with when they had Windows 10 Mobile, right? The idea was, the whole idea with UWP apps and Windows on phones and stuff was being able to run the same apps on desktop Windows as you could on phone and tablet Windows. And actually, they're kind of doing it now, right? They're just doing it with Android rather than Windows Phone. So that's amazing, actually. I love that idea. And that'll mean that, you know, integrating, for example, you know, if you have an Android phone, but if you have a Surface Duo, for example, or a Microsoft Android phone, I'd imagine that would be perfect, wouldn't it? That would be perfect integration. A lot like how it is if you have Apple devices now, where everything can talk to each other, and yeah, I love that. So Android apps are coming to the store. Sectorwise says Android apps would get downloaded more than UWP apps. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. So I love that. So what else? So they were talking about using it in terms of tablet mode. So there is no tablet mode per se, but the user interface kind of adapts itself in the way that Windows 10 kind of does now. So if you detach a keyboard, for example, on a like a dual device, the UI changes slightly, so you get more padding on the taskbar, so it's easier to tap stuff. And they also introduced a new feature, I believe it's a new feature, which is haptic touch. So you'll get some sort of response if you're using a pen or a stylus. You'll get some sort of vibration, some sort of response to, you know, your taps, for example. So love that as well. And yeah, and then right at the end, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I was kind of expecting Satya to, after his big waffle about how Windows is amazing and stuff, which we know already, I was kind of expecting a release date. But we didn't get a release date, but we did get something very interesting that Satya did say, which was something to the effect of, this is the first version of the next generation of Windows, which the way that's worded implies that there are going to be more versions to come. So I don't know if this means that we're now moving away from Windows as a service. I suspect not. I think it's more going to be signifying that the way that Microsoft names updates is going to change. So I don't think we're going to have a situation where we're going to have necessarily Windows 11, I don't know, 22H1 update and so on. I think we may move back to more like how it was with previous versions of Windows, where, you know, we may get 1 or 2 updates for Windows 11, but then we may actually have that bumped to Windows 12 after maybe 2 or 3 years. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have, well, just let me know what your reaction is, really. What do you think about all this? Any features here that they showed that you're really excited about? Anything that you're, ooh, look, there's a new store icon as well. Anything that you're disappointed about? Sir Biscuit says, remember that ear video teaser? Yes, on Windows social media pages. What was that all about? Yeah, that's a good point. What was the whole ear thing about? Zooming into someone's ear. I can't think of anything that happened today that kind of is anything to do with that. Rubert says, I hope Windows 11 will be a free upgrade for Windows 10 and 8.1 on holiday though. Yeah, so I think Windows 10, it would definitely be a free upgrade. Windows 8.1, I'm not sure about. Not sure. Maybe if they're feeling generous, but I'm not sure. But I mean, really, 8.1 can be upgraded to Windows 10 for free anyway, can't it? So I guess technically you could upgrade to 10 and then upgrade to 11. Okay, so Zeno says Windows 11 is confirmed to be free. Do you have a source for that? Have they said something about that recently that I've missed? Arjun says, what is the release date? We don't know. So that was one of the things that I was expecting that they would say, which we did not actually get, so we don't know what the release date is. Ah, okay, thank you, Zach. So, Windows blog post announced that 11 would be a free upgrade during the holiday season this year. Okay, so it sounds like it's going to be, yeah, kind of a normal time scale for Windows releases, so October, December sort of time. Okay, so Mr. Red Pro, and I think someone else might have said this earlier, tomorrow is a pre-release build. Is that something that someone has? Do we know that that is happening, or is that speculation? Is tomorrow a pre-release build? Because I don't think they announced that. Zulok says, did they say anything about DirectX? Only, they mentioned DirectX 12, didn't they? But that's all I remember. Yeah, so some people are saying that there's a pre-release build coming tomorrow, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't remember seeing anything about that personally, but correct me if I'm wrong. Jungi says, what do you think of Windows 11? So, based on, I mean, like I said, I missed what Panos was talking about right at the beginning, but based on what I think they've introduced here, I don't know. I think it's too early for me to, like, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, there's some really good things that I remember. For example, the Android apps coming to the store. I think that's a brilliant idea. And also the fact that you'll be able to get all your Windows apps in the store. Brilliant idea. But, for example, that thing that I was talking about earlier, the system tray thing. I mean, it looked like there were new flyouts, but I would have liked it if they'd had it more like the Windows 10X Action Center, where you had all the system tray icons put into that Action Center. It didn't look like that was what is going to be in Windows 11, but I'm not sure. Manish says, is the live stream over? So yeah, the Windows event, the Microsoft event stream is over. We're now just talking about it. So 2001 Windows XP says, was excited for this event, now disappointed. I mean, there are good things that came out of this, definitely. I think I personally need a bit more time to process what we have found out, but there are definitely good things here. Like I said, the Android apps in the store and the new store, for example, I think that's a good sign. And there was some talk as well about there being an initial release of Windows 11 and then like an update later on, kind of like how they do with Windows 10 now. So, I mean, it could be that initially we'll get, you know, a certain set of features like they've shown today, but then we may, maybe, you know, 6 months afterwards, get another update which brings some more new features. Possibly. Jennifer says, I'm happy with anything new. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, Windows 10's been around for a long time, hasn't it? So, I mean, anything new would be quite nice at this point. So, yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see what else we learn over maybe the next coming days or coming weeks. So some people were mentioning there was a blog post that got put up this afternoon. Again, I've not seen this, but a blog post that was giving information about when we could expect it to come out, which is going to be holiday 2021. I think Dominic posted a link to a page on system requirements. Is that right? So that could be a good thing to look at, actually, system requirements. Are the requirements any different to Windows 10? Manish says, can you show us the features, the new UI? I missed the stream. What you're seeing now is a replay of the stream, so you'll be able to see some of that here. But basically, if you were aware of the build that got leaked last week, then the UI, to me, and again, people correct me if I'm wrong, it looks pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. So I think at least for the initial release, it's not going to be much different to what we saw in the leaked build. Ah, okay, so wait, is this true? Windows 11, sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but Windows 11 will be only for 64-bit CPUs and only for UEFI. Is that true? Because again, I might have missed that. If that was something that they were talking about, I'm not sure. Is that true? 64-bit only? I mean, I know the leaked build was 64-bit. But is that true? Is it only going to be 64-bit editions? Okay, so Liam said yes, it's on Windows blog. Shall we have a look at this? Let's have a look at this. Okay.
That enable you to get to that emotional space and connection with the product.
So it's on Windows blog. Let's do that. Windows
to be able to produce blog, and get the work you need done. The team obsessed over every pixel, like the way the light moves across the icons,
because I'm interested.
The transparencies that guide you, the colors, the textures. They feel real.
Introducing Windows 11.
The transitions are beautiful, and you can feel their elegance.
Okay, so this will be the trailer that everyone was talking about? Although it looks like actually this is what they showed in the live stream.
Tuning the contrast with the materials so the content stands out.
Let's have a quick look at
You'll
this.
notice
we've got rounded corners on the logo there, but not on the boot screen. Yeah, so they did show this in the live event, right? They did show this, I remember. Ooh, look at that new settings app. Oh, wait, let's go back. Hang on. Okay, wait. Where is it? Hey, look. Wow, that actually looks so much better than even that leaked screenshot of the new settings app. I love that. Look at all these colourful icons and stuff here. I love it. And you've got like instant access to your themes as well, which is going to be what most people go into settings for, right? Isn't it? To like change your theme and stuff. So yeah, that's great. I love that. And then, yeah, is this some sort of theme selector, or is this just like a mock-up here showing, I don't know. If that's a thing by itself, that looks really good as well. And then this is referring to the window snapping features that, again, this was in build 21996 that leaked last week. So yeah, if you hover over the maximize button on Windows, then you get these window snapping features where it's got like pre-selected, you know, what I'm trying to say, layouts that you can choose from to snap your windows. So that's a really good thing. Yeah, and there you go. You can see an example there. So, I mean, this window snapping feature itself has been in Windows since Windows 7, but actually having this UI to showcase it, I think that's actually a really good idea. Okay, and then this seems to be referring to the Teams integration. So I think I read that this is replacing the Meet Now Skype integration that was introduced in Windows 10. I think that's being replaced with Teams, and I think it works a similar way. So I don't know, I don't remember if they showed, is it going to be in the system tray or is it in the taskbar? But it's going to be basically one-click access to Teams. And yeah, if you look there, it's just in the taskbar, isn't it? So, I mean, I don't know, is that just something that sits in the taskbar, or is that just, like, literally a new Teams app? I don't really know. So I noticed that, yeah, so they've said personalized feed with widgets, but I mean, that, again, that doesn't clarify whether, is that just literally, you know, the, like I was saying, the web view from Edge, like you've got in News and Interest in Windows 10, is it just that, or they're new widgets that we're getting? I mean, there's a Photos one here, actually. If you look in this screenshot, there's a Photos widget. This looks like a OneDrive Photos widget. Is that in the News and Interests feed? I actually don't know, because I've not been using Windows 10 recently. I don't know if that was in there or not. Can anyone confirm that? Is that OneDrive Photos widget in that feed? I don't think it is. So that could be a new thing, and maybe an indication that there will be the ability for third-party developers to develop widgets, I'm guessing. So then this is showing how the taskbar adapts when you take the keyboard off if you have a dual device. And then, ooh, if I just go back to this was showing, and again, this was in the leaked build, I think, the new customization options for the touch keyboard. So you'll be able to set your own background and so on. And actually, this is completely redesigned, isn't it, from Windows 10, I think. So now you've got a combination of emojis at the top and the keyboard underneath. Okay, so then this is showing the new Alt-Tab/desktop switcher UI, and again, this was in the leaked build last week as well. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't look any different, although, do these previews have like a 3D, look at that, is that like a 3D gradient on the edges of the previews? Or am I just imagining that? It's like got a bezel effect there. Am I right? And here. I think that's new actually, isn't it? So then gaming, we've got DirectX 12 Ultimate, which I have no idea about because I don't play modern games really. Auto HDR, which on the face of it, what they showed in the stream, that did look good to me. But again, I don't really play modern games, so. But I'd imagine Auto HDR. I mean, HDR is a good upgrade if it's automatic. Why not? And then new Microsoft Store with Android apps, which is probably my favorite feature. I love that. That is such a great idea. And hang on a minute. Wait. Let me just go back here. Wait. Because what is this? There's like a 3D bevel, not bevel, like a bezel effect on the win. Is this an actual? Is this different new UI? Why is there like a bezel around the edge of the window frame here? Is this something that is meant to be in the UI, or is this just for the video? I don't get that. Is that new? I love how right at the end there, let's just go back, these Office apps that they showed, let's just go back here, these all have square corners. So there you go, that's classic Windows consistency for you. Square corners on these ones. Look, square corners. What's going on there? So yeah, there's a lot of new
rounded
things
corners
there,
throughout the entire
definitely.
product. the softer visuals, they happen on the apps that you open
Right,
as
so
well.
what else is important?
And when we
here?
talk about
So
the
what's
materials coming
screenshots?
together
What
seamlessly,
else?
this
That's the
is
Windows
what we
snapping
mean.
feature again.
Watch as I open what looks like a sheet of glass that
So
slides
yeah, this
over
is the
the top
Teams
of the
integration.
product.
So like
It helps
I said,
you
I don't
understand
know
at
if this
all
is just
times
literally pinned
where you
to
are.
the taskbar, or if
Sometimes
it's
getting you the
a special
inspiration
thing
and
in the taskbar,
information
like the widgets
that you
panel
need
and so on.
when
I
you
don't
need
know.
it. It's what helps you be productive and creative. All of these details coming together.
gaming.
The
Then
transitions,
we've got the widgets,
the user interface, how it
and
all
yeah,
flows
these are, I
together
mean,
is
these are
meant
definitely
to
new,
bring
right?
you
The calendar, to do,
incredible
and
sense of calm.
OneDrive Photos widgets. These are new, right? I
Now,
don't
we
think
talked
these
about
are
Windows
using
11 being
interest in Windows
beautiful
10,
on the
so that's
outside.
gotta be new.
but it's also beautiful on the inside. The product is faster. Waking from sleep is faster. Windows Hello is faster. Browsing on Edge is faster. Browsing on any browser is faster.
And then the new
Actually,
store,
which is just
I love
awesome.
that. I love that. I mean, that design
Windows
looks so much better than
updates.
the current store, doesn't it?
Let's
That's
just-
so much simpler
Windows updates
for a
are
normal
40%
person to be able
smaller.
to use as well,
And
isn't it?
they're more
Like, it's
efficient
obvious where
as they
everything
happen
is.
in the
I just
background.
think that's great. And Android apps.
The product
I mean,
uses
that's
less
great.
energy, which gives you more battery life.
It
makes Windows
says,
more
I hear a
responsive.
stream inside your stream.
And maybe most
Why is
important,
that?
Windows 11 is the most
I
secure
don't know why
Windows
that is.
yet.
Check my settings here.
All of this craftsmanship, from the details of
I
design
don't know
through the performance,
why.
they come together to empower you to produce and
I'm not sure.
inspire you to create,
Not sure.
to really understand its beauty.
Your voice is partly covered
You
by the
have
screen in
to
the background.
see how it
why-
feels.
Wait, why is it doing that? Let me
For
turn this off. I don't know why that's doing that. Has that helped? I don't know why it was doing that. Oh, wait, what am I looking for? Media. I want background music, really. I don't want that playing. Yeah, that should be okay now. Sorry about that. I don't know where that stream audio is coming from. Where is that coming from? Yeah, so new store again. Android apps on your PC. Wow, that's brilliant. Yeah, and actually, this is a good point. So with the Android apps on the PC, I mean, Microsoft have thought about doing this in the past, but there's always been a problem because something to do with Google licensing, basically. So you can't have the Google Play Store. I can't remember exactly, but there's something about how you're not allowed to have the Google Play Store unless you do something specific, and I don't think Microsoft were able to do it or wanted to do it. So this is a way around that, right? Because they're not using the Google Play Store. They're going to use the Amazon App Store. So that gets around that problem. And then we've just got it on different devices. Yeah, okay. This is just the beginning. Okay, what does this say here? So Windows more than just an operating system. It's a fabric woven into our lives. Yeah, it's where people connect. Okay. We can't wait to see what Windows 11 empowers people to do and inspires them to create. Okay. So, what about... Let's go back here. What about system requirements? Because people were talking about this as well, weren't they? Is there anything else here? So, system requirements. Has anyone seen anything about that anywhere? I've not seen that, unless I've missed it on that blog post. I don't think it was there. Don't think it was there. By the way, guys, thank you very much for still being here after it's been quite a long, well, it seems like it's been quite a long time, doesn't it? We've got a lot of information to process. So yeah, if you're still sticking around, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. I'm probably going to head off at past, so in a few, maybe like 6 or 7 minutes. So if you have any last things that you'd like to ask or for, you know, to discuss before I go, then please feel free. Any last things? Matthew says, why do you use Mac OS? It's because I got fed up with Windows 10, basically. Yeah, I got fed up with the UI and stuff, and yeah, so I just came over to Mac. With the idea that hopefully there would be a new, better version of Windows coming out. Windows 11 at the moment, I mean, I'm excited for what's coming, but it hasn't convinced me 100% yet. So I'm not going to be rushing to switch back to Windows yet. Weekend says release date. Yeah, Microsoft did not announce a release date, but I think someone did say in the chat that they'd put a blog post. Was that in the blog post? They'd put something somewhere about it being released holiday time. Sir Biscuit says, thanks for the stream, it's been fun. I'm glad you've enjoyed. Yeah, we had a few technical problems, didn't we? It's, you know, bound to happen, isn't it? But yeah, hopefully after we got past the technical problems, it was helpful and entertaining. Again, I can't pronounce your name, so apologies, because I can't read the characters. What's your favorite Windows version? I have a few. I think I've answered this a few times in different videos, but Windows 7, I think, for productivity. That's the one that I'd use, you know, to be able to actually get stuff done as quickly as possible. Windows 98 for nostalgia, I think. Zach says the system requirements are out there if you look them up. Okay, let's do that. Let's look them up. Windows 11 system requirements, because this will be interesting. Okay, so the minimum system requirements. Yeah, let's have a quick look at this actually before we go. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it is 64-bit only. Now that is massive, isn't it? That is a massive piece of news there. So 64-bit only, 4 GB of RAM. Now I think this is higher than Windows 10's minimum requirements. 64-GB hard drive, 9-inch display, minimum resolution. Yeah. Okay, so it says UEFI, Secure Boot, and TPM2 compatible. So is that meaning that you need to have TPM2? Because this is the thing that we wanted to work out, didn't we? What does it say here? Yeah, okay, so Microsoft is requiring TPM2 support for Windows 11. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So it will require TPM2 support. And then DirectX 12 compatible graphics. So yeah, actually these system requirements are quite a bit higher than Windows 10's minimums, aren't they, I think? Things like RAM and stuff, and obviously 10 comes in a 32-bit version. So yeah, that's interesting actually. Shashwat says, how can we upgrade? I'm not sure yet, but I'd imagine that you'll get offered Windows 11 through Windows Update. If you're on 10, I'd imagine you'd get offered it through Windows Update, like you would with any Windows 10 updates. Okay, so a few minutes, guys, and then I'm going to head off. It has been fun. Technical problems aside, but I mean, that always happens, doesn't it? And yeah, thanks for joining. Like I've said, we've definitely got a lot of information to process there. Definitely, and I'd imagine that we're going to learn more and more in the next few days. We're going to get more details on everything, hopefully, anyway. Oh yeah, and I didn't say this. Firstly, Shashwat, thank you for subscribing. It's much appreciated if you like the content. And I actually didn't say this, but thank you very much for the people that did actually help us get to our current subscriber build, which is 9,370. So thank you very much. We have definitely been doing some compilation of builds in this live stream, which is good to see. We're not too far off, actually, from Windows 8.1, which is build 9600. We are almost there. And Nespon says as well, I subscribed. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed what you've seen. So yeah, and I mean, for those of you that are new to the channel, you're also here at a very special time, because this is actually the first time that I've ever shown my face on the channel. If you're not aware of the older videos, this was my big face reveal, and it all went to plan, obviously, like everything does when it's live. Definitely weren't any technical problems. Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully my face has not been distracting you the whole time that you've been trying to focus on the stream. But I thought it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Because you can see my visual reactions, which are probably non-existent, because I don't have a very reactive face, I don't think. But yeah, here I am. This is me. This is Major Sky 17, Windows on Windows. Here I am. Yeah, so I may or may not have myself on the screen in the future. I'm not sure. I think the main problem is the lighting in this room is really bad. it's really bad. There's a window here which lets loads of light in, so like this side of my face gets completely like shrouded in light, and then over here it's really dark. So I've got like loads of lights here. I've got like a ring light, a lamp, and it's still like the light is not good, is it? Not too good. Shashwat says, my PC is a little old, but Windows 10 works perfectly, and I don't know much about my PC. Will I be able to upgrade? The best thing to do is find out basically this information about your PC. So find out if you have a 60-bit compatible processor, which if it's a new PC, say if you bought it in the last 10 years or so, you probably do. Check that you have 4 GB of RAM. So this will all be on Windows 10. If you go into your settings app, go into system, and it's going to be in that section, and it'll tell you how much RAM you've got and what processor you've got. So just check. I'd say these are the 2 main things that you want to check. But obviously the TPM2 thing, this is going to be potentially a problem. If it requires TPM2 at the moment with the leaked build, anyway, there are workarounds, but I'm not sure if in the final Windows 11 release there would be a workaround for it. I'm not sure. Evan says, apparently you can only pin the taskbar to the bottom, no left, right, or top align allowed on 11. So in the leaked build, right, you could move it to, I think you could move it to the top, is that right? But I don't think there was actually like a setting that you could click in the UI somewhere. I think you had to edit the registry to do that. So yeah, that's actually interesting, whether they're going to allow that or not. Nia says, could you elaborate more about what bothers you about Windows 10? I think you're asking me, continuing the earlier question. I mean, I like UI. I like UI is the main thing for me. Like program compatibility and stuff, I'm not too bothered about, because the programs I use are just standard programs that I use Microsoft Office, Outlook for email, or I did use Outlook for email. If those Adobe Reader for PDFs, like if those standard things worked, I'm not bothered about having to have the latest apps or whatever, but it's the visuals. Windows 10, I think the look was just so dated. At this point, it's a very dated look, isn't it? Compared to, if you think about Mac OS and Android, they're all going with, round corners, and Windows 10 just looks completely dated, I think. So that was the main thing for me. Right, so yeah, any last questions? I'm going to say 1 minute, and then I'm going to go and refresh myself. Maybe have some more tea. Martin says, what is your least favourite Windows version? Now, that's a question I've not been asked before, I don't think. I don't have one. A lot of people will probably tell you Windows Millennium Edition or Windows Vista, but honestly, I never had massive problems with them, so I don't have one. I really don't. I love all versions of Windows. They're all in their own way, they all have good things about them in their own special ways. And yes, that includes Vista and Millennium Edition for you skeptics out there. Okay, so it looks like, I don't think, unless I've missed anything, I don't think anyone's got any last questions. So I think we'll say, let's end it there. Although, like I said a minute ago, there's still quite a few people here. So we've got 131 people still watching. So thank you for still being here. Hopefully you've got some entertainment on your Thursday afternoon or Thursday morning if you're in the States. Yep, so managed no problem for the stream. And if you're new to the channel, or if you've been here a while but you're not aware, I'm doing the live streams normally every 2 weeks. So this week, today was an extra special one, obviously for the Microsoft event, but the next stream is going to be next Friday. So it's every 2 weeks on a Friday at 7 PM British time, which is GMT +1. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. In terms of this week, and again, this will alternate every 2 weeks as well, there's going to be a new video in the Windows 98 series that I'm doing at the moment, so that will be coming this weekend. And again, hope you enjoy that if you're interested. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and hopefully especially if you're new here, I will get to know you and see you a little bit more. I hope you've enjoyed, aside from technical issues, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for joining.